Hey Ted, so I'm recording this so you can see how to build, and I want to show you this is the extent that you can move out without proper foundation. And we've got the resources to build as many floors as possible. So I'm just gonna try and make a level platform, and you'll see that I wanted to build more top down. It's obvious that there's plenty of foundation here because we're right against the rocks, but hold on, sorry, that moved from me. The second we move from it, we're kind of screwed. So I know the angles and everything are kind of off, um, but that's going to be all right for now. So we're just going to build out as much as we can, and I'm going to just literally build as much as I can, Teddy. Literally, it's going to probably weigh a lot, but the game won't really let me build more than I'm able to. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to build out as far as I can, go build that pillar, and show you that I can't build much further than it. So we're at the limit right now of where we can build. This is probably based on the distance of the rocks, right? So one thing that's going to suck is that I'm probably going to lose power because as I build cover over the wind turbines, it's going to basically block the wind and it's going to deactivate them. But a sandstorm went by not too long ago, and I'm going to just go back down and start moving everything up. You should also see that I just dropped there a little bit. If you don't give the game a little bit of time, you'll see, okay, it didn't happen there. But if you don't give the game a little bit of time to catch up to your building, then you won't be able to. Okay, so even though we were able to extend out a little bit, it is kind of all based off of connecting support. Okay, so this is due in 1 minute, and if the pentashield's up, that means power's still good. I'm just gonna try to, and it won't let me. So, based off of no external support, just from what you have down here, this is as far out as we can build. And luckily, all those wind turbines look like they're still going. You can see they're still moving around. So, I'm using up a belt that I don't care about. So, I'm gonna just go downstairs and wait this out. Now, while we were talking about it, this ramp is pretty much done. We're fine on power, so it don't matter. I did fill in this roof just to fill it in because I wasn't sure if I wanted to land something here. But basically, in my opinion, we're going to need some structural support right about there, maybe even further back. We'll see how it goes. But along these columns, they look like they're in line, and that's kind of what I want to move out. So let's see, where's the storm? Storm's just hitting us, and it looks like it's going just across this very, very northern part. So the devs just don't like me. If you look, it's not dipping down or angled across or anything. It's just going right across the very, very top of the map. So I don't know what I did to make those dudes angry. Let's see. These bodies did pop. These bodies popped. And because we're worried about water, I'm going to start at least that first one up. And go check this out. So, we have the ability to make, okay, should have been more, but still a huge amount from before. This is going to be a lot of plastanium, which requires a lot of water. So the first thing we're going to do, drink some water in our still suit, and we already got one body, and we only need 5 at a time, really, so let's, if it will let me. Oh no. Ah, sandstorm just came through, and this thing probably wasn't sheltered, which means I just damaged it. Damn. Yep. So everything takes some damage. I've been playing in the deep desert a lot, so those wings are starting to degrade, but with taking sandstorm damage, everything gets degraded. Which is pretty unfortunate. Even the chassis. Oh, excuse me, not the chassis, but the hull for sure. Took some damage. Alright, we'll figure out down there next. Are these in line? That's gonna piss me off. Ugh. I might even just move it back one rather than... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying something new. I don't normally put triangle pieces down, but why not? Oh, look at that. And I can reach that from here. Alright. Probably need to demolish this stuff around it. Yeah, it was probably that piece. Yep, there it is. Again, just to keep things in line. A little bit more for aesthetics than... Like, if I were being purely functional, then it wouldn't matter. But again, I'm trying to make things look clean. I'm just going to spend a good amount of time building. And, yeah, this is really just for Ted, my brother. Like, if anyone else sees this video ever, this is just my methodology of building. So because of this, finally at the top. Let's see if I can pick up that triangle. Yeah. No, but I will do the platform. And I'm only doing it to get across. And again, I did that thing where I didn't really give myself time. This should be all I need. Alright, let's see. Alright, so just by adding one, you know what, no, I will add both. Come on. So I'm quickly switching back and forth between pick piece and, you know, just build. So let's see how much further we can build with just those two pieces. First off, let's see, can I even extend all the way over? Because if not, then I have to build more columns. No. So this should fill in the top. And this is where we're going to build our hangers at. I'm thinking we build our hangers in the back here. Okay, so it doesn't matter because I'm not in a party. You can't see my pings. But back there where the cursor is, where I'm aiming and moving that platform, I'm thinking we build hangers up here and kind of in a Atreides-like symbol or some type of area that we want over there. Now, because I don't want these random pieces everywhere, I'm going to delete those. I'll eventually delete over that. Can't reach it from here. See if I can reach these other pieces, because I don't want that. And eventually, I'm going to just get rid of that whole pentashield, which I might as well do now. And as you can see, there is a lot of area underneath us to build. So I should have done this a while ago. So my brother, yeah, okay, so, or Ted, if you're watching, you could see where the extent of our boundary is, and then we can angle it from there, because we can't get further over, right? You see we're hitting the line, but we can get further out, much further out. And hopefully we can get right up into the edge of the shield, or of the build zone. Look at that, we don't even need more columns. Let's see how far over we can go. With that structure there, probably can touch everything. And that's probably the last time my brother and I will ever have to fight about structures. Nope, insufficient support, probably because I need to start building off of there. Probably aren't going to be able to build in this corner. Oh, wow, we just got around it. That's pretty lucky. And let's see how far out we can go. Just to make my brother happy about having like no gaps under supports. But if you look, the floor, the top of the structural support and the floors have the same pattern. That's why I'm using floors. Eventually I might switch this out to roof patterns, which are green, but for the time being I'm just using floors because it looks the same. It all flows together. I can get a whole other row out here. This is the first time I'm actually taking this seriously. Alright, insufficient stability, so ooh, that's always fun. Let's see if I can. Can I put them underneath? Yeah. a second. Yeah, you see it didn't populate immediately. There it is. Up here. And we'll just use floors to cover the rest of this. So there it is. That is everything besides another sector up. As you can see, it's a T zone with a lot of up and down expansion, but this looks like it. Nope, you know what? There's even a little more we can squeeze out of here. Okay, this is going to be the extent of it. But maybe this will be a balcony. This will be a main area. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of hate that. It's kind of rotated around. It's my mistake. First time building a very large base. You know, I didn't orient it perfectly. I really should have started in a corner or something and then gone based off of these lines, but we built way too much to have to care about that. But for the time being, this is the fun thing we can do. We can just move these up. Let's figure out a nice way to do this. Actually, before we do that, stability's off. Alright, well, stability's off. Yep, it's because we have nothing under it. Alright. So we're going to break some of these walls down, at least this first corner, replace it with a foundation, and start building from there. We'll just break, foundation, replace, and keep moving. We'll see. Really, what would be great is if it was an angled foundation, something like this. But we'll see. Well, it is structural, so maybe that will work. Alright, this might cause everything to be demolished. Let's hope not. Some. But that will save us a good amount. Alright, so we'll break this down. Should have done that first. Alright, so if I ever catch my brother later, and he asks me, why does it look like this or something, it's because it doesn't matter. Because now look how much further out we can build just by putting those one foundations inside. We'll probably be able to build the rest of this. Ooh. Never love to see that. And before we fill in that, maybe we figure out some more foundations first. See what it looks like. so it's not really a bottom-up kind of arch. But that's alright. A little square there so we can start to move stuff up. Move. And we're just moving. We're not organizing this yet. So the reason I'm doing this now rather than after I finish building is because I don't want the wind turbines to get like covered, and the wind turbines matter the most. Now I don't know if the weight of these will cause it to break. I obviously really hope not. That would suck. Yeah, why not? If I have to go straight down, I will. Just for it to look nice. Just barely clips it. Not a huge problem. Still might be able to catch it. Yep. Also something I need to clean up. So, super disorganized and ugly? Yes. Completely functional? Absolutely. Do I kind of hate it a bit? Yeah. Especially this corner? Yeah. A lot of corners aren't going to be filled and everything, which is why we might start doing rounded edges and everything. But, at the end of the day, it works. That's cleared out. And just to get the fly through, let's see what we're going to be working with. Obviously got to organize that. Probably get rid of that row. Maybe that row. Figure out something with that to even it out. Yeah, probably get rid of that row. Who knows with this corner? Probably round it out. Oh my god, that's so awkward to watch. But yeah, there's the top. Foundations are done. We don't even need the rest of these. All that can be destroyed. That can probably be destroyed. You know, if we were to build off of this, I don't know. We might just build these up just cause. Or at least this center one. Yeah, just cause. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. I can't believe that worked. Let's try it again. Ah! Should have grabbed the ornithopter. Could have flown out. Come on, come on. Yeah. How to get to the top from here? I don't think this would work. Like, this doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know I'm on stamina. Ugh. At least we got it. Alright, and there's the last of the stability we really need. Everything else should be good from here. And I mean, look at this is like a city, the amount of space we can build under here. Alright, Ted, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please watch it all.